that two people like mentors. You may have a spiritual father. For those of us who are apostles, a frontline apostle means that someone who is called to lead a ministry by a vision. You may have one spiritual father and one or two other mentors according to the structures of your calling. But it is not given to those under a ministry to have other spiritual fathers and other mentors. You have just one spiritual father is enough for you. Don't go and say, I admire the friend of your spiritual father, let him also be your mentor. It's already wrong structures. All right, according to what God led me to, in 2006, I had a mentor that mentored me through his Bible school, Bible training school, schools of ministry, until he ordained me in 2009. And then now, this other person that God directed me to as a prophetic mentor in 2016, that God used him to heal me from whatever I was going through, which I had been told in like 3 different renowned hospitals here and clinics here in Cameroon that I had a cancerous mass, I had a cancerous tumor, and that my kidney was damaged. That is the person God used in healing me by the time God connected me to that person. Okay? Now, some months later or within that same period, a spiritual authority whom I am also submitting to and respecting the way God had sent me to these other people. Oh, he is trying to break my relationship with those other ones, and he's trying to tell me, he gave me a condition. He said, before you ever mount my altar again, I should stand on this altar and denounce the person that ordained me, Bishop so, denounce the other one through whom God gave me my healing. I should stand on this altar and tell my audience that those people are cultists and that I will never have anything to do with them. And he told me other names that I have been calling on my pulpit when I minister, whom I respect, whom I've also gone to their places, all the Bishop Oyedepo, Apostle Suleiman, and other people. He said, go and stand and denounce those people. Otherwise, he will never have anything to do with me. I said, so be it. You never have anything to do with me again. No problem. Then for me, it is, when you serve God by covenant, never you permit who has imparted you to be in a position where you back-talk that person. If you talk that person who God has ever used to bless you by prayers, by healing, by deliverance, by impartation, by ordination. If you think that person is no longer good for you, just walk away quietly. But to sit in a gathering where they want you to evil talk that person, blackmail that person, label that person a devil, of which God had used that person to train you, to raise you, to ordain you, to anoint you. It means you don't understand covenant. And once you do that thing, the amount of darkness that will follow you will be forever. Except that same person will undo it when you ask for forgiveness if you confess. Is someone there understanding me? So I refused blatantly. I said, I will not do that. If that is your revelation, that all those people are devils, is not my revelation. The person that ordained me in ministry is not a devil. If that is your revelation, stay with it. The person that God used to heal me from something I would have gone through a major surgery for, which would not have been a successful surgery, is not a devil. If that's your revelation, stay with it. I will not stand to denounce them. Then that spiritual authority said he was planning to come to my church that Sunday to come and do it himself. You don't have that kind of permission to come and do that kind of thing in my church. In fact, don't come. Oh, from that day, he planned now with some people he removed from the church and said, Prophet Sam must die, his church must close. That day, that they started that coup d'etat that day. They started praying. Now, since I serve God by covenants, they were praying that I would die, praying that the church will close. They are the ones who are dying. The covenant is speaking for me. Every day, they sent out all kinds of bad news about me. What did they say about me? Oh, he has touched juju. Oh, he is living in adultery. Oh, he is living in immorality. Oh, what did they not say? Only those two people. That spiritual authority with somebody he removed from here and a group. They said all manner of things. But the covenant was speaking for me. And while they prophesied death to me, the death reflected and went back to them. They have been burying them one by one. I want to tell you, serve God by covenants. The day something in you engineers you to pick offense or bad talk, evil talk, who God has used to impart you, raise you, train you, ordain you, announce you, give you a platform, swallow it. Leave that company. Leave that connection. Leave that association that will want to engineer you to that. All right, just imagine that after God has used that kind of person to heal me from an incurable disease, then the next minute, because I want to please a man, I join that man to criticize that person. I run down the person. That sickness will come back double, and when it will come, no other man of God's prayer will help. Are you understanding? Satan will always bring temptations When he knows that you fall into that trap, you yourself have looked for your own doom, that he is not the one again. Satan can make you enter a trap by intoxicating you and confuse you. And when you enter the trap, he remove your hand and say, no be me do am. Now he self take your hand, he find the trouble. All I do now say, I set it up. All I do now say, I confuse you. How can you tell me to insult a man that God used to heal me? He is a false prophet. It's to you, not to me. How can you tell me to insult a man God used to ordain me? Oh, he is a cultist, he is a Juju. It's to you, not to me. God used that person to train me, raise me, and ordain me. And I'm called a reverend today because of that person. You want to be insulting me? But do you know that somebody who was very close to me, they turned his head like that. And he started fighting that battle to insult me, call me cultist, call me adulterer, call me everything. But he forgot that I ordained him. He forgot that I trained him, I housed him, clothed him, fed him, paid him school fees, did everything for him. That was the day, the beginning of his downfall. Darkness covered him. I pity him every day and I keep praying for him. May God have mercy on him. No one has cursed him. He has cursed himself by doing that. You see, someone that raised you, someone that fed you for many years, clothed you, sheltered you, gave you platforms in and out of the country. One day you stood on the side of who is trying to destroy him. You said all manner of evil, did all manner of things against the person, and you think it will be well with you? You think it can never be well with you? So I'm just teaching you covenants. So your being here today is a matter of covenant.